Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video, just touching on something that I don't think many people can see, because I wasn't able to see it until I had a conversation with a friend. I want to say maybe a few months back. Um, we were sitting down having dinner, and of course, Francis and Obama came up, and somehow he just brought just this revelation came. I don't know if he mentioned it directly to me or it all the pieces just came together. But um, blacks and most Spanish, well, Latin uh, people will fall, just based on this deception that is over the world. There's a deep deception, and when you attach yourself to your race or your these have these titles attached to you, and you believe that that's who you are, you then go down with those titles. So in this instance, blacks, and I can't speak for all because I'm not one of them. Those who support Obama, those who support Obama, obviously solely based on race. Of course, it's going to be very easy for him to say whatever he says, and for those people to continue to see him in a positive light, twist whatever he says, and justify whatever words come out of his mouth, even though it might sound a bit funky. As same for Francis, they got someone from Latin America, Argentina, and obviously most people know that most people from South America are Catholic. Catholic is a very big denomination there in Latin America. So when you have somebody who represents Latins in South America, it's very easy to worship them and hold them in high regard and listen to everything they're saying, and once again fall for the deception. So between Obama and his ways, and then you got Francis, how do you everybody's counted for, so you can bring both people down with the deceptions. And these are the people who in many ways lean so closely to Christ, because they are the ones that, and this is me speaking very general, they are the ones that are, how do I put this? They're in the minority. So when you're in the minority, typically you are treated as such. And that is just the way this world runs. Those that are in the minority get treated like a minority. And you're poor, you're uneducated, you have all these things going bad for you. But in this world, that's a bad thing. And but God loves when He sees someone struggling and doing horrible, and but if he sees this and you call out for him for help, of course He's going to help you. He's going to help you, and there's no question about it. So some of these people have really strong relationships with God, and how is it possible to break that relationship? By endorsing Francis, endorsing Obama. But how they do it, they don't do it based on by trying to turn their back on God, but because they have some sort of obligation, for lack of a better word, to their race or denomination. So I just thought that was quite interesting. And while I'm on the topic, I kind of wanted to talk about an article I saw today with Obama and how he's not going to be a part of the march in support of this Charlie attack in France. And I made a comment how it's very interesting that he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there because typically when a leader doesn't show up to something such like a big event, they usually don't show up because they usually don't support what is going on. It's not that important to them. So that was definitely a sign that he was showing, whether he wanted to admit to it or not, that he was showing support for Muslims, letting them know that he's still on their side in some way. And so, of course, he's not going to show up to this march against these Islamic terrorists, because that's what they are. They're Islamic extremists, and everyone's trying to call them terrorists. You can't put them in a terrorist group when they're killing in the name of their fake god Allah, which serves no. It just doesn't make any sense. This is a religious war going on, and they're trying to twist it and bring Islam to a forefront where people can sympathize with these people. Where I've never read the book, but where they call us infidels and we should die and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's what's written there. And somehow we're going to we should support this. This is foolish. This is ridiculous. And we're in a really bad situation because at the end of the day, from my perspective, the way I see it, Obama, everyone thinks that because of the Crimea annexation that was done from Ukraine by Russia, this is the reason why they continue to fight and the tension exists. But many people have forgotten that prior to this annexation from this Crimea situation, there was the Winter Olympics. And before the Winter Olympics, there was tensions brewing between the U.S. and Russia because of what? The gay propaganda. The gay propaganda, they came up with laws not supporting it. They didn't want anything to do with it. So Barack decided to send, like, basically a gay float over there to, like, basically shove it in your face. Like the head person was gay, and all these people were quote unquote gay, just to say this is what we stand for. You don't stand for it, tough luck. Like, so there always was this tension between the U.S. and Russia. And as soon as the Winter Olympics was done, boom, the fight started. So it wasn't so much based on based on the fact that they wanted to get Crimea. I think they needed a war. They needed to start something up, and it was done. But the beginning process was the gay propaganda law that was established in Russia that the U.S. did not support. In particular, Barack Obama. So many people, they see what they want to see, and they don't want you to speak the truth. So, of course, people, oh, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that. But at the end of the day, it's facts. You know, anyone can go and see when the tensions started. It started prior to the Olympics, not when not only when Ukraine was at war with Russia. So, yeah, it's time to be alert. It's time to stay alert and not have the media make you believe what you read, because now They are in control. The most evil people are in control of all this news corporation. So at the end of the day, their job is to make you believe what they believe. And if you're one of those, you will fall for their deception, So stay alert. God bless. And take care.